Shalom, brothers and sisters. Grace, mercy, and peace be unto you from Yahuwah, our Father, and Yahusha. He's the Mashayah. You know, the one that carries the burden of Yah. His voice, our high priest, soon coming king. Hear, O Yeshua, Yahuwah, who is our mighty one. He is one. There is no other mighty one, brothers and sisters, than Yahuwah. And Yahusha is his voice. This is Brother Dawood coming to you again with a question. Are we to choose ancient AbarYa or modern Hebrew? And this is part 2. Well, we've answered that question already. Both. Why? So that we can test, try, and prove all things. That is the purpose of these video series. It is not for you to weaponize. What do I mean by weaponize? You go to someone else's channel. They're teaching something different on the language. All of a sudden, you decide that you have become the expert and you have to correct anyone on the internet. Yet, you do not have the academic prowess to do so. So instead, you point them to Brother Dawood's channel and tell them to go and see what I have to say, and use me as the tool for your debates. Don't do that. I do not want to participate in any debates. Let me tell you why. Yah, the master of the universe, the creator of all things, he hates debates. And the person who does so will not make it into the kingdom of heaven. You have to be ready to give an account for what you believe in and why you believe it. Not someone else give an account for you. So do not use my videos and weaponize them to try to tell someone else how they are to speak, translate, transliterate, or transcribe the Hebrew text. Let's begin. Step number 1. Obtain a chart like this. You can find it in Google. Type in Ancient Semitic Hebrew chart. Replicate this one. This chart is far superior to all others. Look, it gives you early, the pictograph, hieroglyphs. It gives you middle, the script in which the book was translated from. It gives you the late. It's the script that our ancestors wrote on the back of the pews in the church. I wonder how did they know that script? Coming from Africa and not receiving any education here. It tells you what the picture means. It gives you the phonetic sounds. Then it takes you to modern Hebrew, that is Yiddish. Then the Greek and the Latin. This chart is far superior. Do not follow anyone who shows you a chart that gives you only their view. You need to have them all there so that you can test, try, and prove all things. Okay, we want to look at today the letters that are in question. Yeah. The ones that have sparked great debate amongst our people. Let's see if we can dismiss with all of this debate stuff. We're just sheer academics. Is that possible? Yes, it's possible. Let's look at the first letter. Wa. Do you know that the brothers used to come and do drive-bys on the comment board? And they used to say things like, there is no you in Hebrew. And I would agree with them. I told them, I says, you're absolutely right. There is no you in Hebrew. Neither is there an A, E, I, or an O in Hebrew. They would never get back to me again. I don't know why, but it's true. The letters that you're going to use in English are the letters that replicate the sound that the Hebrew letters will make. All right? Let's check out the Wa. I want you to do an exercise with me. I want you to say Wa, but I want you to say it very slow, just like this. Wa. Okay. How did you form your lips? Did you not pucker up? Wa. Now I want you to say another sound. Ooh. Did you not pucker up your lips the same way that you did when you said Wa? Listen to me. The Wa has an ooh sound. If you do not believe that, you cannot use the letter W to replicate the sound that the Wa makes. Why? The name of the letter itself tells you the pronunciation to use. W. What sound would that make? Ooh. Come over to sound. I have it circled. There's 3 letters there. W, O, and U. Okay, so we know that the W makes an ooh sound. If you take the O in English, put 2 of them there, it makes an ooh sound. If you use the U, just 1 letter in English, U makes an ooh sound. U, ooh. You understand? Now let's go to modern Hebrew. Vav. Vav. They're saying that's the name of the letter. And it's pronounced in sound V. Isn't that totally different? Of course it is. This is modern Hebrew. It is called Yiddish. What is it a mixture of? German and the Hebrew letters. Go to the Greek. Ancient. Look at the letter there. Looks like an F. It's not an F. The name of this letter is Upsilon. Upsilon. How would you pronounce it? Put. The word put. Ut. Put. Upsilon. That is the only letter that they have that is likened unto the U. But it has a different sound. Looking modern. No different. Still upsilon. Latin, they use the F also. Upsilon. That is the letter that they use. What are they telling you here? They don't have a wa in their language. But it's in Hebrew. Okay, let's go to the second letter in dispute. He. You see it there? Het. The letter is he. Go over to sound. HH. He. Then you come over to modern Hebrew. They're going to give you ket or chet. But look, when you come to the sound that it makes, still HH. He. So why is it ket in the name? Because they're speaking their language, their German dialect. It's Yiddish. Has nothing to do with Hebrew at all. Look, Greek, ancient, H. Greek, modern, H. Latin, H. Everyone is in agreement that it's an H sound. He. He. Except the Jews. Do you remember for many years we followed them and we said things like Mashiach. Look what we did. By following them in their transliteration, we deleted the name that was above all names. Because in the transliteration it is Mashiach. So you see, to use the CH or the ket and say it is pronounced Mashiach, you have deleted the name that is above all names. Speaking of the name that is above all names, we come down to the Yad. You see the Yad? Circle, number 3. That means hand. That's a word. But the letter itself is Yah. Look, in early, the pictograph, it is an arm stretched out with an open hand. Yah. In this language, the ancient AbarYa, he who is seated upon the throne, has one letter to represent his name, the name that is above all names. Yah. Let me give you an example. You know the one that they call Joshua? His name was Husha, never Hushua. His name was Husha. There was another one named Husha, and they put him in as Hosea. You understand? But the proper transliteration was Husha. And Masha, the one that we call Moses, added one letter to his name, Yah, and it became Yahuwah. Hu, Sha. All right. Come over to modern Hebrew. Look what they have there. Yud. Yud. Do you see that U that's in the middle? You heard the sound that it makes? What letter would they be using there? Up. Salon. Up. Salon. So it is not correct that the Greeks are the ones who supplied the U sound. That is not true. This U sound or U sound was already inherent in the Hebrew language and every Shemitic language. Look where it changed amongst the Europeans. Yud. Now look at the sound that they say that the letter makes. See, yud is a word. It means hand. Look at the sound that it makes. Why? Now go back to the sound in the ancient Shemitic Hebrew in Brown. Look at the sound that they have there. Why? You see, the Y makes this sound like an E. Y-I-E. Do you understand? Come over to the Greek. What do they have there? I. Modern. I. Latin. I. And the new letter, J. What are they telling you here? Greek? Latin? They don't have a ya. We have a letter that is pronounced ya. They do not. In order for them to replicate the ya sound, when you do your transliteration, you have to add a y and an a and pronounce it ya. Do you understand? That's why they gave you y in the sound, because that's the only letter that they have that's close to the ya. But you would have to add another letter to it. Lost in transliteration. Definitely lost in translation. Okay. Come down to the next disputed letter. On the bottom. An. What does it mean? I. Is I the pronunciation? No. An is the pronunciation. Go over to the sound that it makes. It says it's silent. Go over to the modern Hebrew, to the Jews. Let me pronounce this for you, and I want you to go and check it out yourself. Ayin. Ayin. Look at the sound that it makes in the modern Hebrew. It is silent. Go to the Greek. Has an O there. Ancient and modern, an O. Latin, O. What letter would that be? It's another Greek letter. Omicron. So they're saying that the Omicron replicates the same sound that the An has. Omicron. You see that O can replicate the A sound. Let me give you an example in English. God. G-O-D, but it's pronounced God. All right, so look at the letter. In the modern Hebrew, ayin. This is who our brothers are following. In their transliteration of the name of the Mashayah, they're not going back to the ancient or the old ways. They're following the modern way, which is the Jews. And they don't pronounce it ayan or ayin. They pronounce it ayin. There is no I in Hebrew. The letters for that sound, the closest sound that you can get in Hebrew to I is ah. The next one is eh. So it would be pronounced ayin. Hey. If you pronounce it ayin, it's not silent anymore. Can we prove this? Shemitic languages. How to say I in the Hebrew language. There's the letters. Look what it is. The first letter is the A sound, like in Omicron, like in ayin, like in an. The second letter is Ya. Did you notice what happened? The Jews put yin. Every chance that they get, they will delete the name that is above all names. Do not participate in that activity. The letter is Ya. And no matter what you transliterate or translate, never make it Yai, Yo, Ye, or Ya. Come down to how to say I in Arabic languages. Look. E in the front and A. They are Shemitic also. They don't have that E sound. It is E or A. So how would you pronounce this? Ayan. Ayan. Do you see the an at the end? Yan. Let's see another. How to say I in Igbo language. Remember, these are all Shemitic languages. Ya. Ya. Hey, according to the pictograph, what would you say that this means? The eye of Yah. Did you know that Yah has many eyes? The angels, the watchers, the messengers, the aliyam, they're all over the universe. They are Yah's eyes. Anya. Here's the last one. This is Chinese. Look what's in the circle. Yan. Yan. See, the an means I, right? Yan. What's missing? The silent ah in the beginning. If you were to put it there, it would be a yan. But it's not there, and it's silent, so it's just yan. Note. I've gone around the whole world to find out how these words and letters are pronounced. Did you? Do you know that anyone who is learning the process of translation, transliteration, has to do the same? You cannot come from the imagination of your mind and say things like this, that the ayan is pronounced ayin because the word in English would be I. That is not true. In the Shemitic language, it would be yan. It would be AbarYa. It would be ayan. There's no I sound in these Shemitic languages for this word. This is why we do not accept the transliteration Yahweh. Did you hear the end? Shai. Did you know that the Mashaya's name is a compound? You know, two different, a word and a name put together. The first part, the prefix, Yahu. The suffix, Sha. The prefix, Yahu, H3068, is Yahuwah. The suffix, Sha, H3467, is Yasha, meaning salvation, saved, saves, delivered. Tell me, have you ever heard of Yashai? See if you can find it. It does not exist. So our brothers made up a name. They're just like the Jews and the English when they made up Yahushua. You see, they're close, but no cigar. Shua means a cry for help. It does not exist in the script. It's something that they created in their modern Hebrew. Yeah. Just like Yahweh does not exist in any script. It's something that they created in their modern Hebrew. So if they're telling you that they speak Hebrew, they're speaking their own Hebrew, their own modern Hebrew that they created themselves. And they don't even speak that. In order to speak a language, you have to be fluent in the language, and you have to be able to read the language with no any interruptions and no thought process involved. Should be fluid. They can't do that. They can't hold a conversation consistently without coming back to English and stay in the language. So there is no one who is speaking AbarYa today, brothers and sisters. And the scripture will tell you the same. Tza Pan Ya. We know it as Zephaniah. You see, after the N comes the I. It replaces the Ya. They use the Ya as a vowel here. Do you see it? Zephaniah. Zephaniah. If we don't use it as a vowel, it can be Tazapanaya. You choose. Chapter 3, verses 8 to 9. 8. Therefore, wait you upon me. Did you guys get the instructions? He's telling you not to move ahead of him. You see, there's many people who are out there teaching who's moved ahead of him. He did not choose them. He did not raise them up. But they ran anyway. And they're wreaking havoc on the internet. They're calling themselves teachers. And they are not. Look who said this. Yahuwah. How long should we wait? Until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the Guyam kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, indeed, all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Note, this time is coming soon, in a theater near you. 9. For then, let me say that again. For then will I turn to the people a pure language. Let's see. Is it before he rises to the prey? Or is it after he rises to the prey? Well, according to the chronological order of events, it's after he rose to the prey that he's going to return us to a pure language. Not right now. After he rises to the prey. I mean, it's clear, isn't it? That day. Who is the they? He's only speaking of one group of people. The children of Yeshua may call upon the name they would have here, the Lord. They would call upon the name of Yahuwah to serve him with one accord. We'll all be speaking the same thing in that day. No more division. No more one saying it's Jehovah. No more one saying it's Adonai. One saying it's AbarYa. Another saying that it is Yahuwah. Or another saying that it is Yahweh. We'll all be speaking the same name. And this is where the divisive spirits come in. Let them call upon the name that they chose. They chose that name. They chose Yahushai to be their Mashayah, and it's not academically correct. Let's wait. Let the Father correct them. It is not your job to go and police the internet and correct everyone who is saying something different than what you are saying. There's my email address. If you have any questions, send it to dawoodbenyashayahu@outlook.com. We don't have a comment board here because we have some people who like to do drive-bys. They want to destroy the message. Let me ask you something. Is that you? Do you go to other people's channel and try to tell them how to teach, what to teach? Yet, where's the lesson plan on your channel? Stop it. Here's the next thing. The Father hates, he hates debates. And you cannot have discussions with your brothers. The only way that I found that you can have a discussion in peace and tranquility is the way that I'm doing it now. No one comes to my email disrespectful. Only respectful people. They come to ask questions, and I will give them answers. You see, the demons and the devils, they want your comment board to be open so they can have their few seconds of fame. Yeah. They want to seem like they know something. They want to be exposed to the people so they can seem in their mind that they are some great teacher. Well, if you are a great teacher, you will not participate in such activity. Instead, you will respect others' space. Use my videos for your own educational purposes. Do not use my videos as a weapon to attack our brothers and our sisters. Continue to part 3. Shalom.